used to like, I mean, obviously, I used to stay up all the time, like sneak on the computer and like stay on and be playing with like Nick or whatever, like in the middle of the night, and I'd be so tired, like come school, and I would fall asleep in school and whatever all the time. But there was multiple times where I was just like so tired that like I wanted to stay home, but like my dad would come over and be like, get up, like get out, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, and then there was multiple times, I don't know how many times, it wasn't that many, but there was a couple times where I grabbed my backpack, like went out, like walked out, went into the garden and slept in the garden.
What?
just because I was so exhausted. I did not
Holy
want
cow.
to go to school and pass out in school. And then I would just like act like I got home when I woke up. And then like obviously my parents knew that. They probably thought I was like skipping, going to like a party or something, or like nope, I'm literally in the garden.
Yeah.
In the garden.
I'm pretty sure I had like a blanket and pillow, but I think one time I did it and I didn't, and then I was like, fuck, I'm gonna put a blanket and pillow out there.
I'm so bad at falling asleep outside. You could just do that?
Dude.
Yeah, I did it. I remember. I think it was like the third time, or no, I think it was like the fourth time I did it. Like the gardener like came in or something, like when I was in there, and then like told my dad, and my dad came out and was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Was this in high school?
Please.
No, this was in middle school.
Oh, I used to sleep in the playground a lot in elementary school during winter. I'd like bury myself in wood chips under the stairs. Make a nest.
Actually, this might have been high school. This might have been freshman year of high school.
Come over here.
Because the thing is, I only went to like, I wasn't in high school. Like I was only in real high school for like 1 year. So.
Oh, holy
No,
smokes!
not that one. This one.
That's so funny though.
Oh my god.
I don't know
we
why that
sleep
reminded me of that.
outside.
I literally haven't thought of that memory in like so long. But someone saying they faked being 6 made me think like I remember. I was just like, I just was so exhausted. It wasn't even like I want to skip school, and no, it was literally just like I am so exhausted. I'm gonna go to school and just pass out and be so embarrassed just sleeping in every single class. So I was
Dude,
like, screw it.
The only times that I've ever skipped school, my mom was aware of it. She told me, I had a rule with her where she didn't mind if I took a few days off a year, as long as I told her. That way I wouldn't skip school without telling her. Does that make sense?
Wait, that's
Yeah,
so sweet though.
I was a terrible kid. I wanted to go into
too.
online school, and I told my parents that, and then they didn't want to put me in online school, and I was like, but I can take more like electronics electives, and my school only had one, and it was literally just Word, like it was like learning Word, and I was like, I already know Word, and I was like,
yeah, because you're not 3.
Yeah, I just want like I was already like in I was coding HTML and flipping first year of middle school, and then I'm in the first year of high school, and I'm like I'm learning nothing. I want to do computer science classes, and then so I told my parents that, and they were like, well, you have to stay in school, blah blah, whatever. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna try the silent treatment. So I literally didn't talk to my parents. I only wrote on notes to them for like, I don't know how long it was. It was a long time though. It was like 3 weeks or something.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I only wrote on notes, and then I kept saying, I would just write a note that said, I will talk to you once you put me in online school. And then that didn't work. So then I just stopped going to school. And then I didn't go to school for literally, I think, a month and a half until they put me in online school.
He really is a Leo.
And then I graduated early.
He's stubborn.
Psychonauts? No.
Darling, we
cool,
saw
though.
you come out.
I do not recommend it.
That's an
I do not recommend that
Yeah, I just
whatsoever.
slept in school a lot. I got the superlative most likely to fall asleep in class. So now I'm in the yearbook sleeping. And I got sent to the principal office a lot for sleeping in class. To the point where teachers would just be like, why don't you let me sleep? You let Tina sleep. And they're like, it's Tina. I'll be like, oh, that's fucked.
Let me tell you.
So funny.
Let me tell you, I kind of had it made, okay? Because I was on the soccer team. And the soccer coach was the athletic director of the school in its entirety, right? And I was like his teacher's pet because he always let me start. Granted, I was good, but I was like, yeah, let me get that left wing spot, bro. Anyway, I was his teacher's pet, so he gave me like the keys to the vending machine, and I would help him stock the vending machine sometimes. So I would just tell my teachers, I was like, hey, can I go to the and the concession stand. I had the keys to the concession stand. I was like, hey, can I go to the vending machine? And they're like, yeah, but only if you bring back a Dr. Pepper. And I'll be like, okay. And then I'll just go to the concession stand and sit in the concession stand every single class for one of the years. I would just sit in the concession stand and just like eat Oreos with like whipped cream and just eat that. Just fantastic. I would just sit in there. And then I would come back and be like, I know you only asked for one Dr. Pepper, but here's 2 to keep you going through the day. And then my teachers would be like, thank you, Karl. Don't worry that you missed the entire fucking class.
It's so funny.
Dude, education, man.
What the
it's
heck?
It's not real.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
He's a teacher's pet.
I
Oh my
never
God.
I never liked school. It was mostly like what's
Me
so weird is even
neither.
I feel like I had this very like my thought on school wasn't at all about like I don't know, like most people would have other reasons like for not liking school. My reason was just like it just felt like a waste of time. Like I spent so much time like in between classes and at lunch and waiting on other students that were idiots. or whatever. I don't know. I just felt like it was such a waste of time, and I was like, I spend it's like 80% of your school day is just sitting there doing nothing. Why can they not make
dude.
it more
You have
efficient?
to find ways to have fun. Like for instance, in my computer science class in my senior year. So senior year, for some reason at least in my district of school, I had all of the credits. I just needed one class. So in theory, I could have gone to one class every single day and then I would have graduated, right? But they made me take an entire day of classes for my senior year. So I had to do, I just had like 6 bullshit classes and then one actual class. You know what I mean? So I had a computer science class that was complete bogus. And I would mess with the teachers so much because it was the period right after lunch. And every day I would walk right past the sign that says no food or drink. And I would wait to eat my lunch until that class.
That's so
And I'm
funny.
like, I'm sorry, miss. Oh, I almost said her last name. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, sorry. Won't happen again. And then she would be
so
like,
funny.
it
my
happens
God,
every day,
Karl.
Karl. And I'm like, I got you a Minion Funko Pop. Because she was obsessed with Minions for some reason. I don't get it. Did you ever get suspended in school?
Once I went into what?
And Dream.
Did you ever get suspended in school or anything like
I'm
that?
getting ready for work.
I never got
teaching second grade
suspended.
today.
I went to I
I'm
had
glad
like
I can get ready for
what is it
work
called like
while
Sunday
Wait, there's a
school
teacher
or-
here,
I don't
by
think
the way.
it
Keep
wasn't
in mind, the
actually.
teacher
All
just
have a great
donated to say that they're
Friday.
here.
Sending lots of love letters.
It wasn't actually. It wasn't like. I don't think it was on a Sunday. I think it was on a Saturday. But it's like Sunday school, like Saturday school, whatever. I got that. I think once, maybe twice. I don't know.
I had
Just for stupid reasons.
From what I recall, I had 2 suspensions. One of them was really funny because in that same computer science class one day, I spent the entire day with my friend. We photoshopped a picture of our principal, but his whole face was just covered in eyes and looked like a spider. And then we printed out like 300 copies and then taped it everywhere in the school.
What
And then
heck,
the other time I
Karl?
got suspended was because, okay, in my opinion in school, I don't think anybody else should care about your grades or should know about your grades because that's none of their business, right? Come on, right?
Yeah.
So my teacher made an example out of me, and she was like, you guys all had the chance to do really good in this test, and Karl, for instance, who usually does good, got like a 40. You know what I mean? And she's like showing it, and I was like so pissed. I was like livid. And so I
That's so
went to
dumb.
the bathroom, right? Just to, like cool off. And while I went to the bathroom, my friend was in the bathroom who was in another class. And this is a real story, and nobody's gonna
heck?
believe it's real, but I promise it's a true story, okay? He was like, oh yeah, I don't want to go to back to class. And I was like, dude, I am not going back to my classroom. You know what I mean? And we had like pretty similar physique. We looked like same height, same everything, same like hairstyle. So I was like, wouldn't it be funny if we went to each other's classes? So we, took off our clothing and swapped them over the stalls.
What?
And then we went to each other's classes with like the hoods on and stuff. You want to know how they found out? They found out because we didn't switch shoes. That's a real story, okay? And then they
What?
suspended us because we
What?
kept our heads down and sat there. I swear to God, it's so unbelievable. I wouldn't believe it if somebody told me this, but it's a real thing, and they found out because our shoes.
How they noticed with the shoes?
Because a student looked down and was like, "Oh, you're not." And then the classroom that I switched into, like that teacher thought it was funny. The one that my friend moved into, which was the one that was mad at us for the bad grades, obviously she did not think it was funny. So I got suspended, and the other kid didn't get suspended. How crazy is that?
That's so stupid. That's so dumb. So stupid.
Why, there he
Yeah.
is.
When I went into online school, I just abused the heck out of like the system. Like I was just like I just took every class that I possibly could that was like technology related.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of them like allowed you to get like certified in certain things, and it's like they normally cost like a ton of money to get like the certifications, and it was just like, but if you get it on this, then it's like paid for by the state. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And I did it for like a bunch.
Wow.
That was how I got my
Kinda
first
sick.
job.
That's kind of sick. You
That's
got your first
actually
job
really
as a
cool.
Minecraft YouTuber.
Well, no.
I'm just kidding. Holy cow, thanks for the hype train chat. Okay, wait, this is Lord, and it's Mia, so the chat's gonna be mad if we get distracted from Mia. Okay, guys, chat, don't worry, you'll get your Mia time. Here it is.
No, that's the Zazarovich of Krulova.
I'm gonna tell you something that you probably never would have guessed.
His mind
Okay.
is in my dad's head.
I was in
We don't have time for
ROTC.
this.
Wait, here's my shocked face. Ready? Hold up.
Left, 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 right, right.
What do you mean? Chat, if anybody's surprised in chat, you gotta give me a lap. Take a lap for that
How?
one. Are you
What,
kidding?
You're not surprised?
No, not even a little bit. What?
Really?
Of course.
I thought you would have been surprised.
Really?
And I was in it for 1 year, but still.
It doesn't surprise me either.
Why are you laughing?
Dude,
I thought you would have been surprised. I was like, oh, you'd be shocked.
I used to poke.
I thought that's
I used to nudge the ROTC kids all the time. All the time, dude. Oh my god. It's classic. Holy cow. Holy
Oh,
cow.
Carl.
What is it? Oh, people aren't American. I don't know if that's a non-American thing, but believe it, this is the
probably
craziest thing to explain. But ROTC, and I kid you not, is like like the military class in school. I mean, I don't know how to explain it without sounding just
That's
absolutely ridiculous.
Wait, that sounds insane when you put
Oh,
it like
it's
that.
like
How do you? How else do you
it is
explain
kind of
it?
I don't know. It's like yeah. You wear like you wear like military uniforms, and you do like I don't know. It's like it's kind of like military training, but not really. But it's like sort of is. It sort of is.
Yeah. Oh my god.
is.
The ROTC kids in my school were always, "How dare you disrespect an ROTC? I'm a future." You know what I mean? You know that. You know that.
I wasn't
that
like that.
rhyme?
Listen, I'll tell you. You know, you're gonna think the reason I went into I guess maybe you'll think, oh, it's so typical of me. The only reason I went to ROTC was because I had the teacher that taught ROTC, like that was a whatever,
crush on them?
also taught another class, and I really liked them. And I was like, you know what? Screw
that
it.
makes
Like I just
sense.
like this teacher, and so I went into it.
Yeah, I.
It wasn't like I want to go into ROTC.
I hope you know, I'm very soon going to be a part of SEAL Team 6.
SEAL team.
POV,
That's so
POV on Dream. The Coast Guard is going to be one dreamy place, I'll tell you that.
Stop!
I'm surprised. Okay, then you have to tell me why you're not surprised. That's what you have to tell me.
I guess it's
I
because
think we should get out of here.
I don't know, you give me the vibe that you've at least dabbled in ROTC-ness.
Why?
Am I wrong?
I don't know. I mean, I never would have joined the military. Like, never in a million years I would have joined the military. I
Most of
literally
the
just did it
kids-
because I liked the teacher. That was it.
I won't. Obviously, this isn't true about everybody in the military, but a lot of the kids that went to my high school it was kind of their, I'm peaking. There was a lot
It's like
of kids that were very
like their
self-aware.
personality or whatever.
Well, I was gonna say it's two things. In my high school, it was either they were born for it with a rifle in hand, baby. You know what I mean? And then the other ones were literally just, they were so self-aware that they didn't care about doing anything in life, that they were like, I don't care if I fail out because the military will take me. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, a kid that sat next to me every single day in my business entrepreneur class, I tried to move every single day, but we had assigned seating because he was so annoying. Because every single day he'd be like, hey, man, you got a pinch? Because he's talking about chewing tobacco. And I was like, hey, man, another day, another $1. Still don't have chewing tobacco. Still never have and never will, man. I don't know what to tell you. And then he was like, just every single day, hey, man, you got a pinch? I could, sorry, that kid was crazy. Anyway, one day we took a pop quiz and he screamed at my teacher and explained to her that she was out of her mind. And then also he just like passed out and like, I guess OD'd on drugs that day in the same classroom. And then he woke back up and then he got sent to the principal's office.
Was one day I went to like, I don't remember which place. I bought a Sprite, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I left that Sprite in my car, so the ice like melted and blah blah blah. And the next day I had such a shit day, but I was like, I'm gonna pull through this. I woke up, I took a shower, I got in my car, and then right before I left, I saw like a trash can, so I stopped my car, I got out of my car, I went to throw the Sprite in the trash can, I like threw it on the trash can, but like in a very vertical form. The thing went to the bottom, like the soda cup went to the bottom of the trash can, fucking bounced, and it opened up as it bounced, and all the Sprite got on my fucking face right after I took a shower. And I spent the entire fucking like day sticky. It was so annoying because I couldn't like go back to my place. I spent the entire fucking day sticky. It was so annoying.
That makes me think about, so we only had to do gym class for 2 years in high school for me. But one of the years, I think it was my 9th grade, gym class was my first class of my day. And I would always forget about a change of clothes. Because by the end of the day, I don't think about gym class anymore, you know what I mean? So then I'd just have to get all sweaty in my clothing and then just be like, for the rest of the day, just be like upset that I'm sweaty.
That's so annoying.
Nothing I can do about it. It was the worst.
Back when we used to, I don't remember what grade it was, but we used to have uniforms. Like uniforms are, like you always wear uniforms in Mexico and in public schools in Mexico.
Even in public schools? Interesting.
Yeah. In public schools, you have to wear like, well, actually in both sides, like private and public.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you were supposed to wear a uniform, and you had a uniform for like normal days and for days of PE, or yeah, that's what you call it, right?
Yeah. Physical education.
And if you, for some reason, forgot to bring like your PE uniform, you'd get like points off, and you'd still be forced to do fucking exercise in the normal clothes. Thinking about it now, it's like fucked up.
That is terrible.
It's like
because I literally like, there was a point in time I was so forgetful in school. It could have been because of ADD, but I was so forgetful. Like there were times where I'd get into my mom's car and she's like, "Where the hell are your shoes?" And I'm like, "What? Oh shoot, I forgot my shoes somewhere." And then I'd have to retrace my steps until I found my shoes. Like there's days like that. So you're telling me I'm supposed to remember to bring a pair of shorts and a shirt every day for physical education?
Yep.
To do stupid meathead
it.
stuff. Just a bunch of
meathead stuff.
Just to do push-ups. Oh my gosh, it was so stupid. True story. I went to a Christian private school for 1 year of high school, and I had we had to wear uniforms also, but they like had specific uniforms for girls. You know what I mean? Girls had to wear like a skirts with shorts under it and like a button up, and then I had to wear a button up with shorts or pants. But at that time I hated pants. Now I hate shorts. It's weird that it's reversed. But I thought it would get to them because they were like, some of the people that were there were like those types of very gender norm type Christians, you know what I mean? So I would roll up my shorts to like a really weird, like like I would just to piss them off, I'd like roll them all the way up to like here, to like like halfway up my thigh, and then I'd be there like rolled up, and then people would be like, like teachers would be like, you have to stay in dress code, and I'm like, where in the dress code does it say this is wrong? Where am I not allowed to do this? I thought
Fair point.
Yeah. I just messed with teachers.
Dude, when I was in Catholic school, they like deadass would bring out rulers and like measure the length of our skirts. I'm like 9 years old.
What?
Like I'm like 9 years old. Yeah, if it was like I don't remember the exact amount, but if it was like too high above the knee, like you would get like sent home. They were like super fucked up about it, and I was like a literal child. I'm like, who cares? And also like they were skirts too, so like there were shorts underneath them, like built into the skirt. So it's like even if it is short, what am I supposed to do?
That is so funny.
It was insane.
You guys had dress codes. We had a haircut code.
Yeah, oh, same.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, if
that's so lame.
Or
I
guys,
hated
if
that.
their hair touched like the collar of their shirt, it was like game over. They'd get screamed
For
at.
me, you had to see half of my ear. Dude, where are my ears?
Really?
Holy shit.
Yeah. And you had to see your eyebrows. So like literally anything that my hair is doing right now is against the rules.
Yeah, that shit did not fly in Catholic school.
Catholic school.
Part of
Is it
because
true?
I
Is
kind of
it
went
true?
there. I went there with a soccer scholarship though, which sounds stupid for a high school. But I mean like, they like waived my tuition for the private school to play soccer. So part of it was I was allowed to cheese the hair code a little bit because I hated having short hair.
My room smells like McDonald's. It smells like fucking Big Macs and goddamn crispy chicken sandwiches. It's gross.
That's awesome. That is so good though, honestly. Like that's a good thing, right?
How's that a good thing? No. Emma, do you like McDonald's?
No, the only fast food I'll eat is Taco Bell.
Yeah, because that's the right answer. Because you're the right person.
Not McDonald's, gross, but Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, like the fuck, yeah.
No.
See, I don't eat the meat in Taco Bell, so I
What?
feel like I like get away with it. Yeah, like I get everything vegetarian at Taco Bell.
Taco Bell has like vegetarian options?
Yeah, well you just like
Crazy.
you used to just like sub the meat for beans or something.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it works. I'm a
I
quesadilla.
think the
bitch,
problem
so-
here is Taco Bell in general. I don't know why you're going to Taco Bell.
Get a
Fucking
quesarito,
Taco
guys.
Bell.
Let me put everybody on for a second. Let me put everybody on.
Quesadillas do fuck.
The quesaritos aren't available if you go to Taco Bell's. But if you Uber Eats, they're still on the menu.
How?
It's been like that for like a year now. I don't get it.
What the heck? You're like cheating the system. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
What's a quesarito taste like?
Quesarito. Oh, dude.
So much
Like-
cheese.
Like God is just God came down to earth and then just started kissing you.
It's like if God nutted on your face and it was like cheese.
It's one of the two examples that we just came up with at least.
I don't know what's going on, bro. They're so vastly different in nature. I don't know. It's God came on your face and it was cheese.
Look, all you gotta know is that they fuck.
they
really
fuck.
do. I actually walked in on a quesarito having sex with my
Really?
with a girl that's in my life. I don't
with
even
my
know who.
wife.
I was gonna say my mom. It doesn't matter. But quesarito, I walked in on a quesarito having sex with one of my family members, and you know what I did? I
What?
said, "You keep
You
going."
thanked him.
Thank you. And then I closed the door and let them
Thank
finish.
you.
I'm not even kidding. Okay, I'm slightly kidding.